Death Note is one of the most frequently misread anime of all time. Not because it is subtle, it is not, but because there is a version of watching it where you agree with Light Yagami, where you think he is correct in principle but just goes too far, where L is the obstacle rather than the protagonist, where the show is asking whether the concept of Kira could work if applied by someone better. I want to be direct, that is not what Death Note is. Death Note is a complete dismantling of Light Yagami's logic, built into its structure, its pacing, and its final scene. The show knows exactly what light is. Light Yagami finds a notebook that kills anyone whose name is written in it. His first instinct is not fear, not confusion, not the careful ethical deliberation you would hope for. His first instinct is to use it, immediately, on someone he thinks deserves it. Then again, then again. By the end of the first episode, Light has decided he is a god. That decision, made in the first 22 minutes of the show, is the entire argument of Death Note. Everything that follows is the show proving that decision wrong, in the most systematic and comprehensive way possible. The show takes approximately 37 episodes to do this. Light Yagami is the smartest character in the room in almost every scene he appears in. He is also wrong about everything that matters. This is not a contradiction, it is the thesis. The show is distinguishing between tactical intelligence and the kind of judgment required to exercise power over life and death. Light wins every single short-term conflict. He outmaneuvers L. He survives exposure. He engineers perfect scenarios. And every one of these victories requires him to kill someone new, compromise someone new, corrupt someone new. The wins accumulate. So does the cost. By the time Light defeats L, he has sacrificed every relationship, every genuine connection. L is frequently described as Light's equal, a genius on the other side of the chessboard. That framing is wrong. L is not Light's equal. L is Light's mirror. Where Light uses his intelligence to justify what he already wants to do, L uses his intelligence to test whether he should do anything at all. L is not certain. Light is Kira for most of the early episodes. He suspects, he tests, he is comfortable being wrong. He designs his investigation around the possibility that his own judgment is flawed. This is the fundamental difference between the two characters that the show is drawing. Light cannot tolerate the possibility that he is wrong. L builds his entire methodology around it. The show rewards L's approach, not with Light Yagami dies running, not fighting, not confronting his failures with dignity, running short multiple times, trying to get away. His final moments are spent calling out for Ryuk to write names, begging a dead god for help. And Ryuk, the only being in the show who has been consistent throughout, writing Light's own name. Because Ryuk was never on Light's side, Ryuk was entertained. Light's death is not dramatic. It is pathetic in the precise sense. It produces pathos, the feeling of waste. A brilliant person who had every advantage and who used all of it to build a prison he called a kingdom. The show does not moralize in that final scene. It does not lecture. Light Yagami is compelling because he is voiced and animated and written to be compelling. The show is aware of this. It is doing this deliberately. It is letting you feel the seduction of his argument, the idea that someone with perfect judgment and absolute power could make the world better, because that seduction is the thing it is dismantling. You are meant to feel it. You are meant to notice when you feel it. And then you are meant to notice when you feel it. And then you are meant to watch what happens. The show's argument is not that good people with power will corrupt. It is that the desire to be the one who decides who deserves to live is itself the corruption. Light was not corrupted by the Death Note. The Death Note is on Netflix and Crunchyroll. If you watched it rooting for Light, I want to hear about it in the comments. That experience is exactly what the show is designed to produce.